In the comments here, you'll see all the details and also me getting confused because I still had COVID at the time. But here's the thing, the Creststone is just one part of why Byleth is the way Byleth is. And it gets a little confusing, so I can't blame you for being like, but wait! I still want to take a little sidebar to be like, Rhea choosing not to save a child's life is not a flex. It's not cool. Gladio wanted to sit and snuggle, so that's what we're doing right now. But it actually began with Geralt. So in the history that Geralt has with Rhea and Citri, Geralt was hired to protect Rhea, and when he did so, it left him fatally wounded, and Rhea saved his life. Now, it's a little unclear why she did that, because she had just met him, and technically this was his job. But this is where we'd have to think back on how he was involved. So when he first started his job to protect Rhea, he had to have gone to Garreg Mach, and he might have been there early for whatever it was she was doing. He probably met Citri, who took an interest in him immediately. And Citri was created to give life back to Sothis. So if Rhea noticed that Citri had taken an interest in Geralt, it benefits her to save his life because now he has the crest of Seiros. And if he gets romantically involved with Citri, who has a child, this child is now primed to be the host for Sothis. And I understand that she loved Citri like family, but Rhea's understanding of things and moral rights and wrongs, she doesn't really stop at anything when it comes to the idea of reviving her mother. Cuddle time is over, so I can stand again. So she would absolutely be willing to encourage this interest that Citri has in Geralt with the hopes that they would have a child so that she could feasibly get Sothis into this child. But when she sees that, Citri's health is failing and that the child is probably not going to make it, it makes sense for Rhea to be like, oh, well, one plan down the pipes. But then Citri begs for Rhea to save her kid's life, and she's like, well, if it doesn't work, I'll get the Creststone back, but if it does work, then I'll get my mother back. So she took the gamble for Citri's sake, which you could be like, oh, that's nice, but no, it's not, because this was a gamble to bring back her mother and erase Byleth from metaphysical existence. Granted, there's nothing that, canonically confirms that Rhea was secretly conspiring to do this, but it's still not, an aww moment.